far safe to protect, yeah. That's also a thing for summoner duels. But then you can do the thing where like you counter that team with the anti-save skill. But yeah, we can go over some units. So again, I'm theory crafting units for summoner duels, but I'm not the best player. And this is based off my personal experience. But yeah. I guess first, we can go over units that came out after Ninja Korin, right? You're still here, Zol? Alright. Units that came after Ninja Korin. Wait, Adel? Oh no, that was the revival for Edelgard. What are the new units? Oh God, do I have to like open multiple tabs for this? I might have to. Multiple windows. Alright. This is like kind of troll. So take this with a grain of salt. Oh man, I have to hide it like this. Yeah, I still see it. Nope, I have to like do it. Make it go away like this. Wait, how do I do this? Like this? Oh my gosh. Sometimes you wish you have a second monitor for this. Alright, so my tier list for the Summoner Duels thing. Amazing unit. Like, they're like usable in every single mode. Very good. Just a step below. Viable is like, they're doable. They could be used. I honestly like the majority of the units. I'm not sure, it's like, I don't have enough data, or I kind of don't recommend this. I think. I think there's going to be very few units, I'm not sure. But, alright. First off, I need to look at the units that came out. I know she's good in Arena. I'm surprised I don't see her on Air Defense. I haven't actually seen this Byleth on Air Defense. That's a new unit. Who else was new? Was this a revival? I don't remember. When did Altina come out? The year before. So you've seen where Altina comes from. Was this the new unit? This was the one that came out in 2021. Who's good here? Lysithia's not bad. You don't even see Amira. Dancers are just dancers, right? Although Archer came with the DR far save. And that was it for the new units, right? Oh, I guess Ashe. Yeah, Ashe is pretty good. Alright. Where's my page? Alright. So, the units I think... I can go book 6 backwards. Oh. That's not yet, though. How does this filter work? Units found. Unfiltered? Wait. How does this work, chat? This filter thing? I've never loaded this. This is just if you load a tier list. Hold on. Amazing. Very good. Viable. I'm not sure.
Scatter like ash.
How does this thing work? Wait, how do you even search a unit? Thank you for the resub. Xkeko. Fed not Ohofer. Welcome, welcome. Does it pick on Reddit to know how damage reduction works? Alright, I'm gonna trust this link. What the fuck? Oh, usual stack Marth, and then Maria took no damage? Oh yeah, does she ignore bonuses or something? You can check back later for Bandori, sure. Okay, so what am I looking at? Wait, how does this work? How do you add new units? Guys, hello? Unfiltered, then they show up? What is this category? Oh, okay. Oh, because it was under colorless bow. Okay, I can read. Okay, so... Oh boy. A lot of reading, huh? Christmas.
I never learned to read very well. You'll help me with that, right?
So technically amazing would be like they're usable in like every single team comp. I can make the argument that not like I can see how she's not usable in every single team. I feel like I should just cut it too. They'll just be very good, viable, not sure, and there's gonna be a bunch of units everywhere. We'll see. We'll put her here for now. Okay, anyways, I was looking at this. Right, so the units that came out in December, right? The units that came out in December. This might be a hot take. I think Ashe is really good. This is for PvP, yeah, this is for PvP. For PvP, honestly, if you don't have Hardy Bearing, she's actually pretty hard to deal with. But I think Ashe is really good. We'll just go book 6 and then we go backwards. If you know how to use Ashe, she's insane. With every map in Summoner Duels. I guess this is your 3 to 4 star unit. I guess we can watch some replays too if I still have them. I use them with Ashe. Wait, do we have this thing where I show my FEH video on this side? I do. You can watch the ones that I lost too. How about the ones that I won though? Is this with Ashe and Asker? Because Asker was the bonus, I think. So like, watch what I'm doing with my Ashe here. So I move here, I repo. So Vector can already move 2 spaces above here, so I can set up for a like a save position. Right, and then I simply move Ashe here, and look, this guy can move here, and this guy can move here. So you're already overwhelming your enemy at this point. Like, what the heck? And then yeah, you just like do other stuff. So yeah, I think Ashe is pretty insane. All right, let's see. Okay, maybe, like, there's some units I don't have, so I can't make an opinion of. Like, this red sword user here, Priam. I don't think he's that good. Where'd he go? Oh, he actually went to the bottom. So I'm not too sure. And, like, mages like that don't have a preference weapon, like Muriel. Like, why did it just go to the bottom? They could be good, but, again, I'm not too sure. Because they have to have a tome. Like, it depends on their stats, right? When we look at stats like a unit, for example, Muriel, because we could be here for like literally hours if we go through every single unit. So I'm probably gonna go for units that have a preference weapon. Like this is kind of whatever, you know what I mean? So it really depends on her stats, and then what's like the best tome, essentially. Like blade tomes are pretty good, but then everyone has like a lull or something. Or negates bonuses and such. But she has the potential to be okay, but again, if they don't have a preference weapon, it's kind of hard to judge a unit. Like, all the units that don't have, like, if they have good stats, they're all inviolable. Ashe is good with slow units. I mean, she could be good with any units, right? Not just slow units. Or do you mean like units with like less movement so they can have the mobility? That's true. She does excel with units that have low mobility. Yeah, so armors or like, yeah, some infantry stuff. And she works on a lot of maps. Of course, like, flyers are pretty insane. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure about Bacillo. Not sure. I guess this is how they move to the bottom. I'm not, like, Flavia, what was her weapon? She has a preference weapon, right? I could be here all day. So I'm only giving myself like, 29% battery life. I'll give myself like 10 to 15 minutes, and then we can come back to this later. If I actually make like a true long list of how I feel about every single unit. For just Summoner Duels. Ether Rays has its own thing. I forgot what this does. So, disables things, non-specials that reduce damage. So that's pretty good, right? But she's a red sword user, and this is her only effect. attack speed push, she needs attack and speed, which she does. Her B skill would probably have to be NFU, right? But here's the thing. We have this new skill that came out recently. Which totally changes the idea, right? Infantry null follow-up. Infantry units can gain null follow-up. You don't even need the B skill, right? So you can replace the B skill with a lull, like spurn, the new skill tempo, right? Like there's so many options if you're able to get this fodder. I mean, okay, tempo's not the damage reduction one, but neutralizing effects that grant the special cooldown stuff is actually not too bad, right? It's pretty good. But yeah, spurn or whatever. And all that. So like units like Flavia, I guess I can put her somewhere, but she has to be like really juiced. And yeah, like the problem with the tier list too, keep this in mind, is that like your team comp surrounding the unit, right? So Flavia could be like really insane if you have like infantry null follow up, you protect her with a save, you go in with a combo, so like you get like Ashe and Flavia in a team. And it also depends on the map too. So it's like, I would say she's very good, but she could also be insane, right? But is she like viable? Viable is like doable. Like I could put like all these units here in viable, but then this tier list is gonna be forever, right? I guess I should. I could. If people question it, I could, but if they have a preference weapon, I'll put them there. That's how I feel about it. Yanfei, his only weapon is his DC weapon for now. And that's it. There's no special effect or anything. And you could replace his weapon with like that new arcane weapon, right? Like TLDR, like you could make the argument that if you have more text on your weapon, like rule of thumb, it's usually good. Okay, Byleth is also pretty good, right? She's able to jump and do all this stuff, but the thing with Byleth is, oh, this one's pretty good. I don't know how I would rank that one and this one. This Byleth here, so she's able to zoom, and she has null follow-up. So her B skill is filled. 5 all stats, neutralize special things, pretty good. And also, see, this is why this tier list could take forever. Like, team comps are very important, right? If she is with Katria, right? And if you're able to set up the Katria ball, I think you know what Katria is, right? The duo, the Harmonic Katria. If she's able to attack twice, like, can you really stop this unit? I guess you could say, can these, does the amazing unit work if she's by herself? In the sense that, no, right? Ashe, she helps other people. She's pretty good as a combat unit as well. But, she helps her teammates. But that makes her, like, kind of insane. Like, I don't know how this tier list is working. Is it working with synergies? Because technically, I would say she's very good to amazing, right? Byleth. There's a new Byleth? Yeah, she can fly. It's the Brave Byleth. You can still pick her if you didn't summon for her. I haven't made my decision yet either. I made my free summon on Seliph. Not too bad. He's pretty good. Very strong. She's almost unstoppable unless you outspeed her or you have her Hardy Bearing against range units. Her special is pretty much online. Reduces damage by 75%, and her next attack deals 20% of the damage of her speed. And her first attack deals 25%. Like, if you're reading this, also null follow-up, why not, right? Because IS realizes, wait, NFU is actually pretty good. They printed that skill a bit early. Speed preempt makes it so she can counterattack first, right? So she can counterattack first, and then when they attack, the damage is reduced, and then she usually has enough speed to attack again. This guy could be good, right? Kyza? Okay, we could be here forever. Honestly, maybe I should do this tier list when my battery isn't that low. Because this is kind of interesting to discuss about like certain units, right? Like this guy here. Is this Kyza? Or is it just Kyza? Like, he's the 4-star unit. So you can pick him up from the Grails. But he has a very specific... Oh, okay, I thought he had a specific niche. I mean, with 2021, 2022 units, their bulk is starting to become kind of close. But yeah, he is more weighted on defense, no speed, attack. So what does he do? More defense, special cooldown charge. As a free unit, it's not too bad. Big attack, no speed, high defense, okay res. Now, is he good in summoner duels? So, man, would I make like another tier list for like walls? If there's like a tier list for walls, he wouldn't be like amazing tier, but he would be like very good. Right? Like, okay, there's some... We have to also discuss this as well. Like, there are team comps, right, in summoner duels? Well, obviously, duh. You can have the team comp where you send a unit in and YOLO. You can have a team with, like, Ash where, like, people are jumping and zooming in. Are those really it? Ball comps that go on the player phase. Wall comps, I guess they just end turn, but they don't move. You also have the ones that you just yeet a unit in, right? So, let's show one of those plays that I lost. I think summer duels are. I'll have both units I lost to here. So, this team comp here. Let's look at the enemy here. So, Tiki's pretty good as a unit. She's actually very strong. So this team comp here looks like they're protecting near save. You can also yeet Byleth in. And Tana is also like an enabler, just like Ash. But she actually does damage from afar, right, with range. Hardy Bearing to counter Byleth, I'm guessing, as well. So I usually go for my normal opening. But my team comp here, yeah, so they have a physical unit that just does damage. My team comp is, like, I'm protecting for far save, right? But I guess people realize that, like, if everyone protects with far save, why don't I go near save? And then at this point, I'm kind of screwed, right? No one can kill Tiki here. But what do I try and get at? Can you use, let's say, Kyza instead of Tiki? The answer is no. But if Kyza is in a team comp where he's like, if she's like the main bruiser, Kyza would be like the guy following up next to Tiki, if you know what I mean. That's how I envision it. Like, the replay's gone, but there's like a team comp where I lost to. Like, I had Ike, and then he had Marth. Or maybe that was me. No, I think it was a book 3 one. I couldn't kill their Ike, and even if I was able to kill their Ike, they had like a backup unit behind them. So then I couldn't kill that unit, and then my team comp, like, I was kind of screwed. So that's how I view, like, Kyza. If you know what I mean. It actually looks so much fun. It is pretty fun, yeah. No, 3 weeks ago. Anyways, this guy has Fire Sweep, right? Have you seen him? When did this unit come out? Okay, so this is March. I think I had these tabs open for you, and then I closed them. January. Okay, January, and then I skipped February. How far back? Oh, there we go. Oh, nope. February. Maybe I'll only do units up until the corn releases, and if in the future, maybe we can do one later. We just discussed units. New topic, discussing units. Okay. Yeah, how far am I in this tier list? I don't know. I don't know. Remember when the heck Joshua came out. Maybe we'll just look at it later. Okay, so January. What units came out in January? Ashura. There's so much prep and self-thinking, yeah. See, the beauty of Fire Emblem Heroes, or maybe, I think mostly just Fire Emblem Heroes, to be honest, is the theory crafting and everything working in your brain, and the things that you can come up with is insane. It's just the cost of getting all these skills, right? You have to have a wallet. Or you just play what you have, and then you try to make something out of it, right? Which is also pretty fun, if you like that. Like picking up whatever you have in your barrack and try to make something work. Okay, so what does she do? Because I don't have this unit. So I know in AR, in offense, she does so much damage. So her damage is based off of bonus during with the allies with the total bonuses. So her stuff, she's not amazing. And the reason is because of the bonus stuff, right? Because this could be, wait, could this be stopped if you have a, okay. 25% or if there's a bonus active grant, 5 to all stats, that's like a normal thing in 2022. Grants bonus to units attacked during combat. During combat, total bonuses on an ally. So if your ally does not have any bonuses, this weapon is kind of troll. She also has her preference weapon here, Null Panic. Now, how good is Null Panic in Summoner Duels? How often do you guys see Null Panic? I don't remember if Reeve does Panic. I've seen Reeve earlier when he was released, and then after I don't see him too much, but I do see him like once in a while. This is okay. This is okay. This is pretty good. But because of her weapon, I personally think I'd put her just like amazing. Like, she's pretty good. I don't know how this list is formed. I thought this is by date. Where's Ashura? Did she come out in book 6? Eh? Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so troll. This is Elamine's bonus, wow. Okay, so you know, you're here when Ashura came out. Yeah, you're here when Ashura came out. I'm not putting Ashura here. Okay. But she would be an amazing. This is only for book 6. Maybe I should preference it. I wish there's a title here. Can I save this? Can I call this a name? Oh my god, if I click new, is this gonna reset in my... How do you rename a tier list? Whatever, this is book 6. Or pretty much book 6. Okay, so... What was I doing? Okay. So, Elamine. How good is Elamine? AR, amazing, right? But let's talk about Summoner Duels. Summoner Duels, you have to land this on the map. So, essentially, if you haven't seen what Elamine does, is pretty much at start of turn effects, which like every single unit has start of turn nowadays. It's insane. You can stop like, well, from AR, you can stop 10 damage from Duma. You can stop Katria balls, right? Infantry pulse, times pulse, everything that's start of turn. I think Phoenix Master 1 has like a sheet on this. It probably has to be updated, but it's very insane. But how she in Summoner Duels, right? You can't really aim this if the player is good. You can't really aim this, right? You have to, because you're gonna have a unit that's not in combat and like not in range. If you want to try to land it on the enemy, and you have to like use her at a certain point, like moving her, and if people move her out of the way, then like this weapon's kind of troll. So essentially, her use is she good for holding ground? Do you need damage reduction from this? Honestly, hot take, I don't think so. Now, it depends, right? What's your team comp? Do you have a team comp again? Are you like moving your unit slowly as like a ball and just like moving forward? Because if you are, then yeah, she's pretty good. She's insane. You're gonna have some value at some point maybe with this. But in my opinion, also, okay, she is not amazing. I think she could be viable. Like she's good. She's viable, but I don't know if she's very good. However, of course, we have Sacred Seals in the game, right? So if you have Sacred Seals in the game, you could have ground orders on a unit. What does ground orders do? Helps your units move around, right? You have slow units, you can move. Also, if you have Ash, right? If you have Ash, you can move units that give support stuff like Holy Ground. So that's why Ash is amazing. I keep harping on Ash, but Why is Elmi not here? Wait, hold on. Can you search for mythics? Eh? Is she not book 6? Am I trolling again? Oh, infantry. Oh my god, all movement. Oh wait, we could have missed some units. God damn it. Like, she could be here. But I think she's just here. Summoner Duels music? Yeah. Okay, did I miss any units then? God damn it. Okay. Oh, I guess we missed Lysithia. Book 6, right? Lysithia? She's a super attacker, right? She can attack twice if she has more speed. But that's a conditional thing. She's also a cav, so it gives her some points because of her movement. But if the map is terrible, she cannot do anything. Attack speed 6. See feud. It could help for some certain matchups. But because she's a cav... So I always weight flyers a bit higher than calves because of the maps. I think we could watch one of these replays here. Of course, this is my fault too, right? Okay, this is not this map. But look at my team comp here. On this map, there is a trench. There's breaks, buildings or blocks have to break, and there are trees. My calves cannot engage. My calves cannot engage unless they go from the top or from the bottom. Look at this guy. He has a flyer. Yeah, this team comp's also kind of disgusting. Also, here's the Pala, if you guys were missing. Just an advantage. But even Tempest, like, again, skills are also pretty insane, obviously, right? I can't take into account everything. But if you have even Tempest, right? Most of the time on turn 1 in Summoner Duels, you're just setting up, right? Ideally, you want all your units in the block. And if they only have 3, well, you get 2 extra points for free. But if this guy sets up for turn 2, right? Like, I'm going to be threatened with movement. But, I mean, if you have Sonya too, her special is charged because of Change of Fate, right? Is it Change of Fate? But, yeah. She can nuke units if you're right here, because she can go, like, all the way here, right? Or have your Edelgard here. And then, like, what the hell? What the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? But, like, Lysithia, I can't say she's amazing. From when I use her, she is very good, but if people have deflect magic, right, she does no damage. And her weapon text is pretty much, she just attacks twice. So, honestly, she could be just viable. And yeah, you can't repeat units on each team, so if you have like a very strong team comp, you can't just copy it. This is for Summoner Duels S, right? You want to see units based on release date? Check the list of heroes list and sort it by column. Is there? How do I do that? List heroes page. God. Game info. Game modes, events, more. Heroes. Hero lists. Release date. Honestly, thank you for this. Now I can just close all these tabs. Uh-oh. Maybe that might not be a good idea. Oh, shoot. Alright, take care. Okay, the max I'm going to is like 20%. And then maybe we could discuss this next time. I promise Bang Dream, right? Okay, so release date, and then I have to scroll all the way down to 2022. Although, this is being sorted by the date as well. So you stopped after Corn was released. I have stuff with Volk, but I think Volk is better AR unit, right? You stopped with Corn, huh? I guess Leg Yarn too. Leg Yarn's pretty good. She has stuff that she can... She attacks through like stuff that prevent follow-ups, but she just does damage. But if she has a Refine, it'll be pretty good. But is she considered book 6? I don't see her. I don't think so. Because is it stuff after Ash, right? But if you have an Ascended Leg Yarn, I guess that's near the bottom, technically, from the release date. After Ninja Corn, oh my goodness. I can't scroll all the way down. I would put her above here. She does more damage than these guys. Technically, she could be actually even very good. Everything after Corrin is what I'm going after. There's Volcanith. Etri was after Corrin. Etri can actually be very good. If they don't have deflect magic or stuff, like as a damage unit, she is probably up there. If we're doing this by in order as well, Etri's like at the top, right? She has Kanto in her weapon. Utility is king, 100%. So, I don't know if you have, if you watched Captain Goof, I'm not sure if he still streams Fire Emblem Heroes, but, yeah, movement in Fire Emblem is like actually the way you win most of your time in the game, right? If you cover the map mostly, as long as you do damage, of course, then you win. Etri, right? She has Kanto in her weapon. Kanto 2. So, it's not just the remaining Kanto thing. Like, she just has 2 extra... She can move 2 spaces after. So, this is really good. This is really good. Her B skill, damage reduction, insane. The reason I'm not putting her at A tier is because of, like, again, like, the movement. And, like, Altina can, like, almost solo everyone. Almost. I know it's crazy. Like, the blue units are going to give her a problem, but Etri, like, she can be stopped with some far save, but she does a lot of damage. Because her damage is boosted by the next stuff. I didn't put Thor here because I don't really see Thor. She's a melee unit. She has guaranteed follow-up. She does have utility with World Breaker. Again, she could fit in team comps where she's in a ball and she gives people the special acceleration. But she's actually more utility for me. I think I'll put Lysithea higher. Yeah. Sigurd, I think he already came out in book 5, right? We know what... Sigurd is good. Okay, so Sigurd is really good. But the maps, right? He's very map dependent. I honestly, I don't know if Sigurd's here. Oh, I have to go back on that list sheet. I don't rate Sigurd that highly in Summoner Duels, actually. Well, at least for me. I feel like, okay, he is good. He has to have the crucial thing. He actually still has to have his B skill, because if he doesn't have his B skill, then he can get chunked by, like, usually in my team comps, it depends, right, on your team comps. If you have a team comp that has, you should have like a team comp with someone with range magic at some point, at least for Summoner Duels S. For Summoner Duels ranked, right, again, when I started this, it was like, you're just putting whatever team comp you have. If you get hard counter, then, you know, tough luck. But his B skill saves his lives. The problem is that, like, he doesn't have Kanto. He might get Kanto in his weapon, right? If he gets his Refine in, like, 5 years or something. But, if Sigurd comes up here, I don't know if he does. I actually don't put him that high. Surprisingly. But yes, when his special procs giving people extra movement, that is utility. But again, it really depends on his map. He can fluctuate between, like, amazing and very good. Legendary Marth, he's not on the list. Legendary Marth, he needs utility. That's the thing holding him back. Like, the difference between Legendary Marth and Altina is that because Altina can activate her button with NCD, and her Vantage double attacks usually kill stuff, because her special procs the Twin Blades. Marth doesn't have access to that. He is heavily reliant on the buffs or debuffs. I've used Marth. I tried using Marth for Summoner Duels. He's amazing when he works, and then when he sucks, is pretty bad. But is he inviolable? No. I would say Legendary Marth would be in very good. Very good. I would use him on, like... I wouldn't... Like, I tried using him for... I think I even have a play for this. In the ranked mode. Like, just putting him on a team. And then I lost. And then I didn't use him. I mean, you should give him more time. It's not on this. I think I used him at the start. I use him If you do the book 3 prior, he's insane. Book 3 prior, there's not that many units. Wait, did I use him at the start? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Maybe it was like another Summoner Duels back then. But I tried using Marth at some point, and then... No, it was against Tiki, right? I was able to kill Tiki, but then my team comp... Okay, I should just look at one of the losses. This one? Nope. I think I actually just used his team comp the whole time, huh? His team comp was pretty good. The Ash combo with Crom. I swear there was a match where I didn't use him. Nope, I used him every single one. Okay, anyways. Where were we? Lysithea, right? I already put Lysithea. Mira's a dancer. Like, save units? Save units could be good, right? But it depends on their bulk. If they don't have a preference weapon, right? I actually don't remember if Ardor has a preference weapon. He doesn't. It's like if you have penalties, you get bonuses. So how do I say this in general about like these like armors, right? It depends on their stats. It honestly depends on their stats. If they don't have a preference weapon, I don't want to put them on here because it's gonna take me forever. But like these units are definitely viable. They're definitely viable. But yeah, like they depend on your team comp, right? All the far saves depend on your team comp. If you're like blue, you do want something to deal with units that are green. Or if you're thinking about if they have anti-armor stuff, right? If you're doing the survival mode, you want to ban out things that counter armors, like the Kyzas and such. Okay, Dogger, utility, amazing, giving people Pathfinder. Yeah, this unit rules in Arena. But Summoner Duels, she's also very good. The Kanto Calves that came out for New Year's. These guys are pretty good. I haven't actually seen that many of them, funny enough. I don't remember if they still have the damage reduction. Like, before they attack, they have the damage reduction when they attack. But because they have Kanto in their weapon... Wait, no. Do they have Kanto in their weapon, chat? I should check. I think they do. They're very good. Kanto in their weapon, honestly, they should be higher. These guys don't matter the order, right? Let me check. Oops. Does Fafnir have Kanto in his weapon? Or did he have... He had DT, right? Yeah, he has Kanto in his weapon. Yeah, those units are pretty good. Alright, oh god, where are we? Okay, so this unit's actually pretty insane. So we already just discussed how Kyza is. So he has a preference weapon. I guess we could put him in viable. Like, he's between viable and very good, but because of his low speed, I guess we just put him viable. This guy, very good. The can't counterattack stuff, cardinal direction. He does damage. He has to have lethality, and he really shines again. Like, all these units are very good, could be amazing if they have the proper support, right? But if we're just looking at isolated cases, yeah. Nemi had a preference weapon, right? Rapid Crier Bow. Start of turn, grants attack speed 6, so this is a gap, right? +5 the all stats during combat, grants bonus attack equal total attack speed on bonus ally. So she's based off of bonuses, again. High offensive build, high res, low defense. How is she an AR? And Summoner Duels, right? In Summoner Duels, like, do we put a tier list for like ranked and then the one with the 4 maps? Like, you could do that, and the tier list would be slightly different. She has some utility, but it's based off of bonuses, Anything with bonuses, I'm kind of like, not too great on, but it's still okay. She is an infantry unit. She has high speed, but right mobility. She's only 2 movement, but she has ranged. She doesn't have Canto or anything, right? So can you say that she's higher than like Byleth or Etri? No. She is kind of like a honest, not really a side grade because Canto is pretty insane. And also, we have to take into account, right? We haven't even discussed this. Assist skills. So, the team comps where you can smite your unit in and then just, like, do damage. Like, that's a strategy. You can even have them die. But if you snipe a unit that's very good on the enemy team, then is this unit not your star team, your star unit? I still think she's very good. The only thing limiting her is, like, movement stuff, Canto. Yeah, honestly, Flavia would be at the bottom. Is Yuri God here? Yeah, Yuri's not in book 6. Yuri, amazing. I always try to ban units with Yuri. Just because his movement with foul play is amazing. Usually everyone has lethality. He does a lot of damage, right? Lethality is a better special than Deadeye. So I would put Yuri at the... Yuri would be amazing. Should we just add Yuri here because it's not in book 6? Book 6, but with some exceptions here. I get this. This guy is like on top. Like utility wise, I think he's better than better than Altina. Like these 3 are what. Like when I see these units in AR, okay, or Summer Duels. If there was too bad the replays don't show bans. If the replay showed bans, I would show you which team comps have those units, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. All right. So Leith has a special cooldown thing. That's her only gimmick, right? She has special cooldown, like acceleration, like she's able to do stuff. She has more speed, I think. Melee calves, right? If they can't like one-shot the enemy, they're kind of troll. I'm honestly not sure. I'm not saying that she's bad, but I'm not sure how units like that play. I don't know if I want to put them on here. This guy had like Vicious Dagger. Okay, Reeve the utility. How do we identify utility on a tier list? If there's like a utility tier list, oh my god, 90%. Okay, maybe a couple more percents. I would say Reeve would be like near the top, right, for utility. But because like, see, the problem with this tier list too, like, I wish I could have like a side tier list and just say, how about like, because Reeve, does he actually have a combat performance? Not really. He has high res. I think his attack is okay. His speed is garbage, right? His defense is meh. So his purpose is his weapon. And his weapon's really good. But sometimes you can't land it. So I don't think... It's hard for me to put where I would put a support unit like this. Create a new tier. Amazing support. This is not necessarily bad. This is just... I don't know where to put, like, amazing support units right now. Dump you in here. Now, amazing support does damage, has synergy if you have, like, Ninja Korin at the top, right? If she has synergy with, what, Path of Radiance units and Fates, use your button. It's good. Nyla. I don't see her. I have to say not too sure. I think she's very good, but I don't have enough experience playing against her. If anyone has any Nyla experience, let me know. I'm not too sure where you put her. But I think she'd be very good. I'm not sure. Never encountered. I don't think I've ever actually played against a Nyla. I played against the blue Nyla before and I got owned. Crom, do we have to say anything? This guy is pretty good. Nowadays, there's a lot of counters against reds, but I would say, yeah. The duo, not even a duo button, right? The change of fate, guaranteed follow-up attack, able to kill calves, or not calves, kill armors. He has Deadeye already equipped. If you're not a blue armor, this guy does damage. But if you have too much defense, his Deadeye is useless. So. Lucina. Lucina has utility. She can be far save. She can be near save, future vision. Her drawback is the one movement. But it's hard for me to make a choice. Like, is she very good or amazing? I think she's just very good because she has one movement. And you usually pair her up with a save, right? But her damage reduction's insane. Now, how would I treat her? Is she above, like, these guys? Above the Kanto people? I'm not too sure. I don't know how to move her up. I guess I have to move people down. Carla, whenever I see a Carla, she explodes all my units. I don't know. I think I actually put her on amazing. She's actually insane. If her special is charged, I don't know. My units just die. I don't know what happens. They just die. Red Edelgard's mega amazing. We'll get to her. We'll get to her. This unit is very good for far save. Damage reduction, healing. She gives support. Is she better than Lucina? Honestly, the kind of a side grade. The reason why I don't put save units up here is that, like, they can be countered literally by a captain skill. So it's really hard for me to justify a unit that's stopped by a counter skill. You can make the argument with Carla too, but somehow I find her she just shows up and kills me. Like, people just literally engage on turn 1, they smite her, she has Odd Tempest, and then her special is ready and she just kills you. But realistically, she'd probably be, like, very good. But my personal experience, I try to ban this unit whenever I see it. I don't know what this guy does. Owen, I think has Owen's whatever. Yeah, far save, Lissa, yeah. Now, Edun. Edun is, like, just better vector, right? But she's a weakness against dragons. But, or weakness, again, yeah, weakness against as a dragon. But is she insane? No. I actually think she's like a side grade with Robin and Lucina if she's doing save business. She can be stopped, but she is blue. So if we're talking about, like, a direct counter, like, don't say, like, oh, Crom is better than Edun. Like, Edun just shits on Crom. But yeah. In terms of, like, general units against every single unit in the cast, that's how I feel. I think she doesn't have a preference weapon. No preference weapon, no preference weapon. I thought she would be very amazing, but her weakness is that, well, I guess you have to put her here. She goes against the cast, but she gets the advantage. But if you're an infantry like bow user, you just kill this unit, right? So honestly, I feel like I should put Sita, like, actually at very good. It might be a hot take. She's good against armors and calves. She has Kanto in her weapon, I remember. Yeah, hot take. I think she's... Oh, the tier list is kind of lame. I can't just put units there. Wait. I literally have to, like, drag everyone at the bottom to move her up. This is actually pretty troll. This is pretty troll. Okay. I would put her up here, but I can't move her up here. But she's not at the bottom. Honestly, this shouldn't be... Okay, very good is not in order. But she would be, like, near the top here. Okay, fuck. I'm going to do all these. 17% battery life. I might have to charge the battery and then just, like, play some other game while we do Bang Boom, guys. I'm sorry. I'm too invested in this tier list right now. This might not even save. We saw the utility of Sonya. Yeah, she's insane. Lucina is very good. Amazing. amazing, just amazing. The you can't stop her zooming this. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. I kind of also want to talk about units, anyways. I haven't really theory crafted units in a while. There's like theory crafting, honestly, is like the favorite part of playing Fire Emblem. Of course, me using Edelgard to like kill every single team is fun, but just talking about the game is also, it's been a while. Okay, okay, the thing with Delphia, she does. Okay, the thing with Delphia. Have you seen Delphia's text? Okay, maybe we'll show her text in the game. Delphia's text, right? Where is she? She came with the eggs, right? Delphia's text. A lot of stuff. Essentially, she's just even better than Lysithea. She's able to attack twice, I think. Okay. Bonuses and penalties conditions. So, neutralize effects that prevent follow-ups. So that's already conditional, right? I don't think... Was Leguiar's conditional? I don't remember. Greater than 18, they can't counterattack. So she could be good. She does a lot of damage. But, if they have deflect magic, I feel like this unit is kind of troll. She does nothing. And for that reason, she's just on very good. Or even viable. Hot take, I think... She would be at the top of viable because she has the fire sweep. But usually, if stuff like this happens, yeah, she just gets stopped by a save. I think this guy has a preference weapon, right, Henry? I have literally no idea what Henry does. He's G Duel, right? No, that's Laszlo. Carrot tip bow. So this guy does damage based off of penalties. If they have penalties, it's good, but it's conditional. Conditional, not too great. There's no damage reduction, counter, all that stuff. Henry would just be viable. Like, again, remember, viable doesn't mean that they're bad, but they have very straightforward weaknesses. You can see that for all these units here. Very straightforward weaknesses. Again, the support thing is kind of up in the air. Honestly, should I put supports in, like, amazing supports? I mean, Reeve, I think, is better than her, to be honest. But if you're in a ball comp, then it's okay. I don't really like ball comps because you can't put all your units in the box turn 1. But if you just have enough, like 4 units, then it's fine. And then after that, you can have your damage reduction. I feel like, man, this might be controversial. Like, I think she's just good support. Or very good. I don't think she's amazing like Reeve. Because Reeve is just from afar, right? And it's not cardinal direction, if I remember correctly. You just have to be beside other people. So that just makes it annoying. Maria, we saw that, if you guys saw that thing. She's like a super wall. I think she's amazing. This unit is insane. Marita? Very, like, she's like the fast swordsman in 2022 that's very good. Also insane. Amazing. Doesn't she come with a Tempest too? I think she does, right, Marita? So why is Marita good? Why is she better than, like, Marth, for example? Legendary Marth. Legendary Marth is based off bonuses and debuffs, right? That's his condition. She just has... Okay, so she has a slaying weapon. Start of turn effect. Like, you can't stop this with Elamine. Not really. It's map dependent, right? So she goes down again. Vital Astra synergizes with her weapon a lot. Damage reduction. And the special is ready. Damage reduction. She has Spurge. She has even Tempest, right? So this is already good for Summon Duels, like built-in kit. But with new skills, like Speed Smoke. Damage reduction. Do you guys hear damage reduction again? Yeah, damage reduction. Pretty good. I honestly don't have enough info on this guy. I think... I forgot what he does. But he's like a support, right? Nana. So Nana in Arena, she has clear weaknesses. If she doesn't have DC, you just kill her. But you don't want to enemy phase this unit. She has Canto in her weapon, I remember. I think she's just very good. At this point, okay, she would be like up here, but... Wait, where'd she go? Wait, where'd Nana go? Eh. Did she just disappear? Wait, chat, where'd Nana go? She just disappeared from the tier list? Eh. I don't know where Nana went. Do I refresh? Okay, I'm going to save. What happens if I click refresh? If it restarts the whole tier list, we're done. Okay. All movement. Book 6. Unfiltered. Unfiltered. Okay, I don't know where Nana went. She's very good. Very good. Just the Kanto alone, she's just like up here with these three. These two. Might go quickly here. Ike is like a super infantry, but I rate Marita higher than Ike, even though Ike is a duo unit. The reason is that she has more damage reduction, right? How am I valuing damage reduction? Pretty high. Now, I guess you could say Eden's higher than these two because she can have access to Dragon Wall. But, yeah. Ike is very good. Ike cannot be in the same tier as Marita, right? Marita's just very insane. Soren, very good mage. Don't see him a lot. Honestly, I'll put him... He could be amazing. I don't have enough info, but the ones I've encountered when his debut just killed me. I'll put him very good. This is where we start to go. I don't have enough info on her. I forgot if she has a preference weapon. She does, right? Oh my god, do I tap her and she goes to the bottom. That's what happens. Not sure, never encountered. Mia. Now, I think I have encountered Mia's, but if I'm thinking about this, I don't have enough info. Little Mia, right? Little Mia. She's stronger when she was younger. So anything that compares her speed, she gets 10 extra speed. She has null follow-up in her weapon. She has dodge, which is damage reduction. If she initiates within 2 spaces, plus 5 to all stats. She has access to tempo. She has odd tempest. Like, you can actually, funny enough, you can make a tier list based off their base kits, and then like she would be at the top, right? She has odd tempest. You can get in a position. You have tempo, flashing blade. Thing is that how much damage reduction are we talking? She has no follow-up in her weapon. Marita does not have no follow-up in her weapon. So would you say that Marita is better than Mia? Not really. But if she has access to Vital Astra, maybe. But then Vital Astra, you have to get that cooldown down, right? So you have to drop this for Time's Pulse. So you can make the argument that they're both kind of good. Units are very strong, yes. So I guess you could see it. People might complain like, oh wow, all these units are so broken. They come with all these skills. Funny enough though, right? Like, it's not like if you're a newer player, you have access to all these like powerful units. So in a sense, it helps newer players. Like if you're an older player, you should technically like, you shouldn't keep spending on like new units. You should be like investing on your old units, or I guess you do pick up the stronger units, but you just have stuff to fodder or like stuff to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, okay, now I'm doing the thing where it's like, okay, if you're playing competitive, you should know when to summon and when not to summon. Well, I'm saying, TLDR, like, don't summon for your favorites unless you want to struggle a bit. Weapons have 2 or 3 abilities, yep. That's, you can tell the difference in 2022. Ishtar, she attacks twice, she does a lot of damage, but I think that's it, right? Have I seen an Ishtar? I honestly have not seen an Ishtar, I don't think. The Ascended Ishtar. What does she do? She has amazing speed, high attack. She neutralizes the cooldown stuff. 14% battery life. Attack speed 6. But the problem with Ishtar, right? She can have this amazing weapon. But if her special does no damage... I mean, she does no damage. She can attack twice. If the unit has deflect magic, they're trolling. But she has the neutralize special stuff, which most, like if you're able to get this off, then yeah, they can have their special up. So Ishtar, it's kind of a tricky one. She is better than Delphia and Lysithia, in my opinion, but she's only 2 of movement. But 2 of movement has their advantages against maps with trees and trenches. Now, how do we take into account to this? Trees and trenches actually lower calves on the tier list, right? But this is so map dependent. Like, why do I put these 2 higher than these 2, right? The reason is that they have Canto in their weapon. So they can just have access to a lull. Or other future B skills, right? These guys, they don't have access to Canto. And Canto is very strong in Summoner Duels. So their access to Canto is their B skill. It's not in their weapons. So it's like they have to use that B slot. Anyways, so where would I put Ishtar? I think Ishtar is higher than these 2 because with the way the maps are, it's better to be an infantry than a cav in some maps, right? Also, again, are we talking about team comp synergy? Because then you can just put Ashe, right? You just put Ashe with Ishtar. You see that with my Crom. He's able to just zoom in, right? But again, right, her special. What's her access to her special? The only good specials access to her is like Ruptured Sky, right? She's able, like, I think she's very good. I was trying to think if I could put her in Amazing, but I don't think so. I think she does damage too. I don't have enough info on her. If I had more info, I'd put her on very good. Do I have enough? How do I make the argument with Ishtar? Because I've seen Ishtar a couple of times in AR. Not quite the same, but... okay, let's read what Tyne does. Maybe I'm mistaken. But I do believe that Ishtar has more offensive oomph than this lady. Special cooldown. Okay. If her HP is less than 100... you can have access to that with, like, Bernie. I think there's another unit that does -1 damage, right? That was recently released. 7 damage. And neutralize reduced damage skills. Okay. I totally didn't read that. How come I don't see this unit? I think this is because she's not popular. I think, because of that, she reduces damage by X percentages. Ishtar doesn't have access to this. Again, what does Ishtar do? Now, she neutralizes this, but if she engages on turn 2 and people have Hardy Fighter, which is a meta skill, right? Hardy Fighter, deflect magic. She does no damage, right? The first hit, she does no damage. I guess you can make it so she attacks on the second hit, but if they have deflect magic, then yeah, then this is whatever. But she reduces it, so, like, of course this... oh, this is troll. This is so troll. Where'd she go? She literally just ate Tyne. Where'd Tyne go, chat? Oh my gosh. I would put Tyne above Ishtar if I could. I would put Tyne above Ishtar for sure. Maybe we should sort by game. Nah, it's okay. I'll do it like this. How far are we? I think this guy doesn't have a preference weapon, right? I'll put Tyne above Ishtar. That was Tyne. If these mages had access to, like, honestly, she could be actually borderline here, but again, she's gated by movement. Like, these units can hop. These 2 can hop. So how can I put Tyne above these units that can hop, right? I would put Tyne, like, right here. I would put her, like, Lager shouldn't even be this high up. I can't move this because it's so troll. I think Tyne would be high, very good tier. Like, near the top. Alright. She is based off of dominance, so she's not that great. She has a clear weakness. Canto control? This dragon could be actually pretty insane, but his offense ability is kind of not great. He needs Katria to help. I mean, we saw my dude died today to Seliph. Seliph is... we put him amazing. Like, he's pretty good. Near save as a unit, very good too. But we saw it got owned by Ilgard, right? But save units are generally just in very good tier. I would try to move them up, but I can't. I don't have enough experience with her, but she's able to zoom in 2 spaces within your support partner versus the regular Lilith. So I think she actually does a lot of damage too, but I don't have enough info on her, so I can't say that. Dancers are dancers. Honestly, like, because she's an infantry, she's not that great, but she has that special acceleration thing, right? On her dance. So she would be a very good support. Oh my goodness, do I have to, like... How do I do this, chat room? Do you guys see the amazing tier? Oh no, it's getting cut off. It's getting cut off! The tier list is getting too big. I can zoom out, I guess. There we go. Zoomed out a little. Move it down like this. You guys need to see where it is. I guess I can move my cam. Whoop. There we go. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, so... Oh my gosh. There are so many units. Okay, if we go to 10%, we're stopping. We're stopping the tier list. Actually, no. What am I doing? Chat, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why was I leaving FEH up? I mean, I could show it, but I could just charge the tablet. What am I doing? I'm so... Hold on, chat. Let me just play some music. And, yeah, I could have just been doing this while charging the tablet. Hold on. All right, we're back. Okay. Yeah, I know I wasn't charging the tablet. Actually ridiculous. We're going to play some Neo 2 music in the background. Assuming it plays. Bang Dream content. Oh, okay. Okay, Bang Dream content. Well, now... Oh, listen. I'm charging the tablet, right? So after the tablet's charged, we can do some Bang Dream. It's going to be a long stream, huh? Hey, I started like an hour late, all right? So I do feel bad. All right. Boyd is a super unit, but he has a clear weakness. Oh, I can't believe I skipped them. How come the music is not playing? Oh, let me know if it's too loud. There we go. Okay. Gustav. Canto weapon. Guaranteed follow-up attack. Very strong. I don't think I would put him as high. Man, I wish you could have a separate tier list for like calves too, right? You can make multiple tier lists. Not as good as Nana. But is he very good? He meant to the bottom. How good is Gustav, chat? I have a Gustav. I don't see him. In the story, he was alright. In Summoner Duels, locked by trenches, right? So the calves like these, you can never... for me, I can't put them in... I can't put them in, like, amazing tier. Not these ones. Special cooldown, guard effect, guaranteed attack. Problem is, he has no access. He has attack speed. He has no access to a big special, right? So if you have a good near save unit like Arden, you can stop them. But how often do you see a strong near save unit, right? We have seen Vector. We saw that Vector that had the near save. But would Gustav punch through that Vector? Maybe, maybe not. This thing is... It could be good, but if he doesn't get his special off, it might be kind of meh. So he can't be amazing. But is he inviolable or very good? Access to attack smoke, 4. People can't make a follow-up after. How would you guys think about Gustav? I've seen him a couple of times. I don't know if he's very good. Compare him to Nana. Nana just does big damage. Gustav, I don't think big damage. I think he's the first melee cap would put him on here. Alright, we're in the fallen units, right? Miriam, I don't see enough of him, so I can't say. He would be like a bruiser like Kyza, but you have to wait until what? What turn does he start keeping forever? Like turn 4? By the time that happens, his effect is kind of a bit too late. Harmonic Roy. I think this unit is very good, but I don't think he's popular. Is he very good? I don't know. I can't say. I can't give an honest impression. Every time I've seen this guy, I think he dies. The only thing when he was powerful was like when I was doing the paralogs. I don't see enough Roy to make a good judgment on him. He has weapon techs, right, Roy? But I don't know if he's amazing. Let's read him once more. Let's read him once more. Wait, how is... Yo, Rain Thunder, where's Roy? He's not in that one. Oh, he's under Elliewood? He has... Okay, Kanto 2. Effective against dragons and beasts. But thing is that, like, dragons and beasts, right? They're usually far save or near save. Beast is against Edelgard. Can this guy kill Edelgard? Does damage 50% of total bonuses on unit during combat. So he's based off of bonuses. Oh, he inflicts a penalty. So +5 to all stats. And inflicts a penalty. So he is a very niche kill unit. He's Kanto 2. No, okay, he has slaying in his weapon. Is he fast? 42 speed. He does not have a thing that prevents follow-ups, though. Now, okay, there's been so many unit skills out. Is there a B skill for calves where it's like NFU? There's guard refresh, right? Flow refresh? Is it on here? Oh, wait. There's flow force. Neutralize things that prevent follow-ups. And neutralize units' penalties to attack and speed. He's actually not too bad. Wow, how come we don't see much of him? Is it because he's anti-dragon and beast? So synergy is kind of hard because a lot of units are dragons and beasts? I don't think so. Honestly, Roy should be up here. But I think, again, you don't see that many melee calves aside from like the very cheap ones, which will show slowly. I just don't think he's popular as a unit. My Arden kills Roy. No, didn't my Arden almost die to Roy? Honestly, this guy should be very good. I think he's just unpopular. I actually think just because he's just unpopular. So Roy is just... I actually almost want to put him in the amazing tier, but I don't have enough info for him. I literally don't see this guy ever. Like, where does Roy go? Where do I even put Roy? Not sure, never scouted. I think this guy's good. I think Roy's really good. Right? In theory, he should be doing a lot of stuff, but his niche is against dragons and beasts. So if you go against a team that doesn't have dragons and beasts, is he good? Is he good? He's map dependent too. So if they're map dependent, do I put them in the amazing tier, right? Amazing tier also means that they're like, maps are like, whatever. I can deal with it. No, I can't put him in amazing because of that. But his skills are definitely non-viable, so he would be very good. I'll put him for the Roy fans, but... yeah. Are people addicted to Summoner Duels? Oh, it is a permanent mode. There is the... like, they're going to make incentives so you can play the favorite battles, which isn't ranked. You just gain score, and you can gain rewards permanently. Like, you don't... win or lose, you still gain points, I think. It's, the ranked version is not popular. Oh, it's not a permanent mode because the... I don't know. I think they're testing it to see how popular it is. And I don't know, for my community, people don't like it. I don't mind it. I use the way just to gain rewards. I can see why people can get tilted from it. They don't like rank. They don't like ladder. They don't like the real time. but IS started it as not a permanent. Like, the permanent mode exists, to say. But, like, the ranked one, it's every other week. So you can kind of base it off on, like, because maybe not that many people play it. Because I can only play, like, 5 or 6 matches, and I could actually stay in my tier. Like, I don't have to grind too much. So that shows, like, how many people are actually playing the mode, how easy it is to obtain the top rewards, and all that. Okay, so she's very good. She's a super nuker. She doesn't have access to the Hardy Bearing effect, does she? Lilina? This Lilina? I think she does. But what makes her different from the other Lilina? The legendary one. Yeah, so she has access to the gifted magic, so it's the big damage. It's based. She gets 10% res, but she doesn't have the Hardy Bearing effect. She is blue, so she deals with red units. She has to have Trace. She comes with Trace. Like, built-in kit, she's actually pretty good, right? Join Distant Guard. You could, like, work with, like, some mixed team comps, which I use, but I honestly have no idea. She does base 10% of her res, right? She actually has a lot of res. She comes with 42 res. Stillwater will boost her res up to 49. You could remember, you can summon support units, right? In the ranked mode. So her res can gain an extra 2, so she goes to like 51 res. She does 10% of her res. 10% of 51, right? I mean, it's not that much, but it is a lot, actually. I don't want to do math right now on stream. She gains more res here, like 57 res. So what do you value? Would you value a big nuke, like an AoE nuke, or units can a conditional attacking twice? Right? Conditional attacking twice. Again, she's a Cav. She has to use Trace. She cannot be an amazing tier. How do I rate her versus Lilina and Lysithea? I think I would put her above them. But is she in very good? The thing is with okay, units like this is that if they don't have like their thing start, like the strategy of this Sonya, right? I can't show the replay. She nuked my units. I was able to kill her afterwards, but all my units around my unit were like, they got owned. Or even if you play around it, your units are out of the square box in the area, so you can't gain the extra, like you lose units in the box so they can gain more points. So honestly, I rate AoE units a bit higher. And since this is like built in, I think she's like very good. You're only coming back to play Summer Duels? You think Faye is doing really good? A lot of people quit because of Edelgard. She's not on the list, right? You know which Edelgard. Not the red one, not yet. Maybe they will soon. But the fallen Edelgard, right? She takes like no damage. She has counters. But they're, yeah. I can't tell. Honestly, I only play the game because I like the game. I'm not sure if it's doing well or not. I mean, it's not canceled yet, right? So, does Cecilia have a preference weapon? Cecilia. Yeah, we'll only do book 6 today. She does not have a preference weapon. She has stats. Yeah, I can't really judge units that don't have a preference weapon because there's so many combinations you can do. They have access to Trace and such, but again, because like, is she better than a preference unit with Lilina? No, honestly, she would be in like the viable tier. But I'm trying not to put units that don't have a preference weapon on the list. She would just be viable. I think Sophia had a preference weapon. You saw a Gundam game? Yeah. I only played this game because of like I played Fire Emblem games previously, right? Gundam games, not really. And most of the Gundam games I like, is it real-time strategy for Gundam? Is it like gonna be the first part in Fire Emblem where it's just AI using them? All the Gundam games I've seen, the tactics in those games are pretty troll. They're just open spaces. Which makes sense, right? They're in space or whatever. Or if they're fighting on Earth or whatever, or like Mars or stuff, like there's like no terrain, so it's like, what's the strategy? Not sure. Okay, so she has a preference weapon. Weapon triangle. She can make a guaranteed follow-up attack. She is a flyer, but that's it. Just +5 to all stats. Triangle adept. Like, you can't put Sophia too high. She is a wall against stuff, though. Like, her bulk is decent. But she's a flyer, right? So she has to carry Iote's shield, pretty much. She would be at the top of viable. Near the top. Like, I guess colorless bows don't do damage to her. It would just be like a red bow or something. But if she has Iotes, then how do you kill her, right? Her bulk is kind of decent. But the thing is that she doesn't have access to, like, super skills. But here's the thing with Sophia, right? I don't know. Like, a very strong Sophia... Like, you can have some units that have, like, oh, they have, like, a weakness. But if they have so much bulk, like, raw stats, you can't actually kill them, then it's a problem. But, yeah. I guess literally, like, a blue unit has to kill her. She would be at the top of viable. I don't know. I can't... I would need more data for her to be very good. You wish for bigger maps, yeah. I mean, the Summoner Duels are bigger maps. But if you want even... Like, the problem if you have even bigger maps for Summoner Duels, then calves are insane. So they have to put more trenches. Yeah. Alright. So that's Sophia. I would like to put Sophia a bit higher, but I don't have enough data to put her in higher. So maybe I should put her in not sure. Also, I'm putting her here. I feel bad if she... Like, she could be here or here. Okay, how far are we? I think we're like halfway through the month, right? I mean, the year's still going. No, preference weapon. She has Canto control. She's a very strong dragon wall. I think it's actually pretty hard to kill this Mer. I'm actually putting her straight up in amazing. I mean, the counter is literally just Marth. But, I mean, if you have the dragon, like, wall on her, then even the effective damage is not going to do much. She is blue. Her C skill also has, yeah, almost all the new legendaries that came out are insane in 2022. She has a thing where it stops, oh, she has a warp bubble, right? So people can't pass through, so you can't, like, snipe a unit across. You have to, like, pretty much face her. She has access to Dragon Wall, the new sealed dragon, distant counter dragon. She inflicts the -5. She has damage reduction already with the Dragon Wall. Guaranteed follow-ups. You have to carry NFU. Look at that bulk. It's pretty bulky. Did she neutralize being a flyer? I guess she doesn't neutralize being a flyer. But she has a lot of damage reduction. Though I still want to put her on amazing. I think her access of being a flyer and she's able to just wall off. It's kind of tough. Honestly, she's definitely amazing if she was not a flyer. Like, she neutralized the flyer effects, but I'm not sure. I would have to do math. But I don't know if bow users even do damage to her. So maybe I'll just put her on amazing. She might just be very good, though. Alright, okay. She has warping abilities, Florina, but I don't see enough of her. And the condition is that they have to be damaged, right? Or something? Or she has to be damaged? I'm actually not too sure. Letiza, I think she does a lot of damage. This is based off positioning, right? If you've seen Letiza. Attack bonuses. Based off, like, there are a lot of conditions for Letiza. Letizia. Right? Weapon text. So if you have all these conditions placed, she inflicts a penalty of up to 9. That's a lot. That is huge. And it also includes the -6 already, so it can have like -15 attack. And she can have, it makes her like pseudo tanky, right? But again, do you put her based off of the map? I think she is the top of very good. Bonus and penalties are usually active, right? Bonus or a penalty. Okay, the penalty though, right? Bonus active on the unit is pretty easy to get. You can have like, you don't even have to have this skill, right? Because your units are usually, depends on the map, right? Sometimes they are by themselves, but if they aren't by themselves, then you just have like an oath here instead, right? So bonus is easy to activate. The problem is the penalty, right? So you have to have a synergy with this, which could work. You can really bring Ash and then have like her with a chill or something. Penalty active on the foe. Ally within 3 spaces. Another foe within 2 spaces of the target. Like, these are kind of easy to fulfill. But would you put her past Etri and past Byleth? It really depends. If they're... like, this is one where it's like, if there were no trees or trenches, yeah, she's at the top. She would be an amazing, I think. She would be, like, right here. Who is she? She's, childhood friend of Veronica. Book 6. She could be very strong, yeah. I need more data for her. If I see her more, I would put her in amazing, maybe even. But she's definitely very good. Should be like up here, but I can't move this square. You like her art? Yeah. This guy has his niche. Limstella. I just need more info. I think he's just too slow. Okay, are we... This guy, these guys, some of these guys are good for arena. Okay, Edelgard. So what would you guys think? You put Edelgard amazing? I think, honestly, she's the top of very good. What's the reason? Mobility. Her assault troop is insane, but in cardinal direction. So if this doesn't hit, she is pretty hard to maneuver. Now, with Ash synergy, she could work. But in general, I try to put these units in amazing where they can work by themselves. And all these units can work by themselves. Actually, all by themselves. She needs help. She would be like near the top of very good. So yeah, Edelgard is very good. She'd be like near the top. I can't move her. But I don't think she's in the amazing tier. Because what's the good thing with Edelgard, right? She's able to attack twice. And in general, she could kill. But it's her movement, right? She's locked in the cardinal direction of assault troop. So if that doesn't land, it takes like what, 2 or 3 turns to get her going, which kind of depends, right? So it really depends on team comp. So like if we're looking at isolated cases, which I think we are in my tier list, right? In isolated cases, she doesn't work. But if you have like, you know, repos to move her, smite to move her, and then if she's able to get in like right at the start and kill a unit, then sure. But that's hurting her, right? The mobility. Even though she has crazy mobility, it's only in the cardinal direction. This guy's a super cav. He's able to attack. Problem again, like they don't have access to like huge specials with damage like twin blades or whatever. So that's the problem with like this guy here. Edelgard's able to kill through like just raw attack stats. She doesn't necessarily need the special. Claude. I think Claude would be insane. I think he actually isn't amazing, but we don't see enough of him. And the Fallen Star helps him, right? The Fallen Star helps this guy a lot. You fix the bug where Roy doesn't show up. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thor, actually insane. I thought before, I was like, whatever. How bad is exposure? An AR destroyed me. This, I seen kill me. Because I'm like, wow, I could have just lived. The stall exposure, insane. And her special gets charged. She does so much damage. Okay, I'm not showing all these units here because I am kind of running out of time. Or like, you know. But, yeah. She does a lot of damage. She's a flyer. So mobility is no issue for her in like maps. Yeah. Ash plus any flyer, insane. Insane. Okay. Micaiah, she's very strong. Attack twice. Kills armors calves. Should be at the top of the A list or the very good list. Again, I can't put her any higher because of her mobility. I hate it. I hate that I had to say mobility is an issue. But if you cannot have access to the enemy, And this is based off the trends of most maps in Summoner Duels. Most of them actually stop calves from me putting them really up there. Actually, it's going to be a hot take. I don't think Self is going to be an amazing either. Xander, I actually don't even know what Xander does. Because, actually, I have to do it. I have to do it. I don't see Xander enough. Or have a good impression where I can even put him here. Like, I don't know. Erica. Erica is very good against blue units. But, oh, fuck. But would she be very amazing? Okay. I don't actually have enough data on Erica. Have you guys seen an Erica? Legit. I've never seen an Erica. Did I see one in an AR? Maybe. But it's not leaving a good impression. Inflicts guard. +5 to all stats. The Moonlight Bangle. If her special is charged. Just because she's able to kill Vectors and Eduns, which are common enough to see in Ether raids. Actually, this definitely might be by... I don't see her enough, but like, I don't know why she's not popular enough. Where did I put Roy? I put Roy in very good. I think she's actually amazing. I think that her B skill is good. But we just don't see enough of her. I literally don't see... This guy doesn't have a preference weapon. Niffle. Cav Dragons. Cav Dragons are hard to predict because they have mobility. They have access to Dragon Wall. They have access to distant counter with the seal. But again, they're Cavs, right? I really can't put them into amazing. I really can't. Ymir... I don't have enough info on her. Honestly, I would put her as amazing support, but I'm not sure if that's like troll. Celica. This unit scares me. She has Miracle in her weapon. If she initiates on you, like Monka, I literally search Miracle. Celica. This unit... I don't want to face. So +6 to attack speed, which are the important ones. Like, look at that stat line. Neutralizing the special cooldown. Like, you're seeing a trend, right? 2022. Inflict special cooldown charge neutralize. Deals damage based off the 10% of the foe's attack. Great 25% health, and if she would die, survives. She does big damage. She has Soul Zofia, her legendary B skill, insane. She comes with infantry null follow-up. Like, these skills I can't really say, because you can give this to all the other units to see that they're really good. But I'm just based off their preference skills and all that. She has Desperation in her weapon. Yeah, NFU in the B skill. Yeah, I don't want to face this unit. Flyers OP, if you've noticed. Yeah, Flyers are OP. Mobility, right? Trenches, trees, whatever. She's not on the list, but like synergy skills with Catria able to jump. Okay, now you can make the argument here with using Catria with calves, right? The problem is, if you're hopping over trees, even if they have like a canto, like they can't canto away. Like they're stuck. If you saw, remember that map with the 2 trees, like, okay, they can warp, but then what? Like, yeah, you know, things just don't work. All right. Next one is Est. How come we don't see Est? This Est is pretty good, right? Canto in the weapon. Canto remaining. Does damage, 20% of res. Reduces damage by 40%. This is not a preference skill, but she has Flow Feather. So, deals damage based off res. Damage reduction too. This is the first damage reduction B skill. So melee flyers have access to Flow Feather. High res. Honestly, yeah, this is kind of flyer bias. I think this unit's pretty good. And the reason we don't see her is because people don't like Est. I think she's very tanky, very powerful. However, I just realized she is a flyer. So she is weak to bow users. So you have to carry far save, or you have to have IOTs, which would make her seals kind of troll. But if she initiates combat, she's pretty good. Honestly, her C skill could be a Tempest, right? Even Tempest, you just get in there. With the damage reduction and all this stuff and being a flyer, she would be... it's tough. I could see her being very good, but I'm putting her on amazing. But I don't think she's just popular. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what this guy does. This, I think, has a... I don't. He doesn't have a preference skill. Okay, Asker, we're almost done. Asker, I think, is very good when he was his bonus. I don't remember if they gained extra stats as a bonus unit. I don't think they did. He has Bulwark. He has access to, like, healing from the Bulwark. Special cooldown pretty much goes down by 1 for everyone. Has synergy. If he's transformed, he has damage based off his defense, I remember. He has a lot of defense. But he doesn't have the utility as Ash for that. The Bulwark could be inherited. He's a good combat unit. He's a good combat unit. Would you say he's a support unit? Or he's, like, very good? I think he's actually very good. Okay, Nina, insane. But, is this the first Cav unit that's going to be on the amazing list? I think so. The reason is that she has access to her weapon. If you don't know, Zol. Her weapon lets her canto back to the position where she was at. So if you smite her... Wait, how does this work? I should really test this out. If you smite her... Like, where's the original position? Where she attacked from, right? So it's not where the smite position is. Canto recall. Return to the space they moved from. So I guess you can't just, like, zoom her too far out. Her duel button in Summer Duels gives her 4 movement, though. And it acts as every 3rd turn. Low key, you guys might say that she should be very good. I think she is in amazing. The mobility is very good. We don't have to show Kat's skills, but she has access to doing a lot of damage, like based off the unit's bonuses or something. B feud. Her canto is weird. Her canto is 3x3. I still think she's very good though. It's not as good. Layla is just a very strong version of her original version, but it's Kanto. I don't think she's rated that high. I don't think so. The reason she's a red tome user, so how does she play... Okay, I guess you can make the argument with Layla too. If she has access to lethality at the start, then yeah, she's amazing. If not, it's kind of troll. So yeah, I can see her being very good. I don't think I'm putting Layla into the amazing tier. I think she's just very good. Top of very good. If she has enough speed, she has the fire sweep effect. Does damage. If you keep her C skill, she gets Pathfinder on herself. She would be the top of very good, in my opinion. Not enough info, not enough info. Okay, here we go. The Brave units. Man, if you guys see where I'm looking at this, I just can't. If it wasn't because of the maps, these guys would probably be amazing. Are these personal units? I mean, the tier list is based off of my personal experience too. That, if you weren't here, you were here at the start, right? This whole tier list is based off, like, every tier list is like, well, almost every tier list is based off of personal experience. I'm not going to do like some subjective experience. Oh, are these persona units? You mean the masks? I guess you can call them persona units, yeah. The Phantom Thieves! You should call them Phantom Thieves units. But yeah, the ones with the masks. Yeah. Cav units, I just can't. I can't put them into amazing. Except for this one, right? Because she has access to 4 movement. She has Canto Recall. That's pretty big. You can also just, again, yeah, I know team synergy, blah, 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 but lethality could happen. All right, Tiki, super unit. You guys saw the replay. I think she is very good. She isn't amazing. She can, like, 1v4 the whole map or whatever, 1v5. Byleth is tough, right? She's definitely very good. She could be amazing. She's actually stopped by Hardy Bearing and more speed. Are those 2 weaknesses enough to put her into very good? I don't think so. Unless we see Hardy Bearing in every single team, which I don't think so. I've only saw it like a couple of times. I think she's in amazing. Also, being a flyer helps. Deirdre. She has Miracle. I've seen her in Arena. I don't actually have enough info for her. Like, the new units I don't have enough info for. It's pretty hard for me to make a decision here. I have Tana. I used her a bit. I think she's here. If she has one of those sweep skills, she can take over. But we did see an AR, right, where she couldn't kill. But this is when they don't have the bonus. This is when the enemy has, like, bonus stats, right? AR is so hard to gauge for versus summoner duels, but I think she's still amazing. Lynn, I don't have enough info. I actually don't, like, I used Lynn, but I don't think I used her well. She was only +0. She had a Bane. I don't have enough info on Lynn. Like, I know she can do the AoE special, but her gimmick, we're trying to look at is her godlike reflexes, right? Like, can she charge an AoE special at turn 1? Slaying? No, she can't. You're using the space of this. So she does big damage reduction, but people can kill her from she might not die, actually. Maybe I have to use her again. But I cannot confidently say, oops, there's my Steam. I cannot confidently say that I have enough data for her to be, like, in here. I think she'd been very good, but I don't have enough info. This guy's a good support unit, I think. I'm actually putting him here. Funny. Not enough info. I've seen her in AR. She has a lot of bulk. Not sure, but she doesn't have a preference weapon, so I can't put her here. This guy, never encountered, not much, but I think he could be annoying. But I literally haven't seen him. I think didn't I see Mordecai once and I lost? I don't remember. Not enough info. Hilda, not enough info. But every good Hilda I've faced, I've lost to. But I literally can't say that. I don't have enough info. Lif, not enough info. Yeah, and then the rest of these guys I haven't seen yet at all. But I can't say I think she'll be good. I think Ninian is pretty good. I haven't picked her up yet. I probably should. She's still on the banner right now if you have the FEH pass. But, yeah, she is insane. She should be insane, in theory. Actually, is she insane? Okay, think about what Ninian can do. She dances and she has another action. Is that good enough in 2022? I think so. Let's look at Ninian. Is she the Frozen Heart? No. Oh, new Ninian's not here yet. She's literally new, so it's okay. Legendary Hero Ninian. She has another action. Nearest foes. Remember nearest foes, guys. Defense 6 goes down. She has the weapon triangle advantage. I think the weapon triangle advantage. And since there's a lot of blue units, Hector, Eden. Foe can make a follow-up attack. She can actually even go against like Seliph. But of course Seliph has Miracle, right? Would I place Seliph higher than Ninian? I don't know. She has access to Trace. She also has access to Dragon Wall. She has access to Distant Counter Dragon on the seal. But her bulk isn't that great, right? Yeah, 24, 27. You're not going to be using the Distant Counter, really. She's pretty much offense-based. But I don't know. I think I put her as amazing. Do I? It's just because of she's a dancer, right? Would you put her as an amazing support unit? Honestly, she would be an amazing support unit. I mean, Korn should be there too then. But I think because they have offense abilities. Yeah, you guys know what to do. Amazing support, if not, like, these two dancers. Like, in terms of team comps, right? You also have to think about your team comps. Like, I swore I thought I did a video on this. Maybe I didn't. Did I ever do a video on how I build my team comps in FEH? No, I didn't. I don't think I was planning to do one for Summoner Duels, but I think I just streamed it talking about it. But yeah, team comp wise, I think you want to. Sometimes you want a dancer in almost every single team. Yeah, these two would be like there, essentially. Anyways, chat. I think that's it for talking about units. That took how long? Almost. Well, it took like 2 hours, right? Took like 2 hours. Yeah, that's my speech for book 6 units only. We can go back in time to do more book 5s if we want, but I think you guys know which units are good. If not, we can talk about it next time. Anyways, I said I was going to play Bang. What's my percentage on my battery? 31%. I think that's actually doable just to watch the story. I don't think we can watch the music videos, but I am going to take a long break. I had to use the washroom. And yeah. Anyways, I will be right back tomorrow. Probably more FEH. Well, obviously we do FEH every day. I mean, if there's more interest, we could continue the theory crafting tier list stuff. Again, the tier list, just take it with a grain of salt, right? You don't have to follow this. This is what I think about the units in Summoner Duels, from my experience. But yeah. If like, yeah, obviously when I went over the tier list, I didn't really cover any 3 to 4 star units. So there could be more 3 to 4 star units depending on, because like when they get their refines, number one, they get their refines, and then also like the axis of the skill inheritance, right? So skill inheritance will always be the X factor for your old 3 to 4 star units. So the skills to look out for are infantry, near infantry follow-up, right? Or the infantry follow-up from Cecilia. But that one's based off of the movement types on your team. I guess we can look over the skills pretty briefly. I think this might be the one that you're looking for, to be honest. Like, what 3 to 4 star units? I don't know. Depends on your barracks. Depends if they have the refines. But infantry follow-up, right? Because null follow-up is, like, one of the strongest skills in the game still. So Cecilia has this, but this is based off of... Oh, this is just infantry. What was that other guy that has this? Infantry units within 2 spaces. What was Crom? Because if you just started today, you don't have that banner. Not this Crom. This Crom here... yeah. If we went over, like, which units have... What are the latest new skills? Is there a page for that, Rain Thunder? I doubt it. It's fine. There doesn't need to be one. But you can give NFU to infantry allies here, and they also get speed 6. So I guess there might be an infantry attack tactic at some point. But, yeah. Like, skill inheritance definitely makes units stronger. I think, yeah, like, speed defense tempo. Speed defense tempo, it's only available to infantry units, but like magic users can use it, range units can use this. Stopping special cooldown stuff could be pretty good. I'm not saying it could be bad, but it could be pretty good. So like this could help your older units as well, right? So yeah. So like yeah. So your first question was originally, I remember, like what 4-star units are available. I only went over literally like the 5-star units. But yeah, if they have a preference weapon, I kind of look at them, and then if not, you have to look at their stats, right? So I guess this is the part here. It's the juice. Like in general, you do want high attack speed if you want like offense-based skill inheritance, of course, right? So you want to look for stuff like are pretty high for your 3 to 4-star units. If not, if they're like tanky, when I went over Kyza, right? Semi-tanky, right? If they have good enough bulk, then either they have like, yeah, in so much insane bulk where you smite them forward and then they take like no damage, or they're like in a ball. You have to move your units in a ball, and so that depends on your team comp. So units that help you move in a ball are, I guess, Katria, right? Because Katria gives the warp. Ash, right? We saw the replay. You move a unit, you can draw back, so you can have more units move it in together. Units with ground orders, right? Veronica works. Veronica is the budget Katria. But yeah. Anyways. You use your 160 orbs on the Crom Byleth banner. That is okay. Probably it's not worth going for 4-star units. I mean, yeah, it really depends on the refines, right? Like, maybe we should go... Like, I wish there was a list of refines. There are some units with refines that are pretty insane that are budget. Okay, I said I was going to go swap, but hey, I'm charging the tablet. Like, for example, I think Aversa, she has a clear weakness, right? Aversa's clear weakness is she's a flyer, and she gets shot. But her refine is actually very good. If there are literally debuffs on the unit, at least for Arena, she can, like, nuke a unit. The problem is that if she doesn't, like, if there's no debuffs on the unit, then she's not great. But if there are debuffs on the enemy, and she, like, the problem is, like, her mobility, too. Like, even though she's a flyer, remember, she needs to, like, get in there. It goes bad. But Aversa is one of those, like, 3 to 4-star units that are pretty strong. That's the one I can think on top of my head. Another one would be Legault. I would say Legault would be pretty good. This is the juice you're looking for. If they have bonuses based off damage, so if they don't have a bonus, it is conditional. It's not too great. He has damage reduction based off of speed. Now, here's the thing with Legault, right? Like, he is a 2018 unit. His speed is good, but is it good enough? He has 31 attack, right? But he gains attack based off people's bonuses, right? Legault could be good. He could be good, but it is tough. I think he has to be on a team comp like Katria where he gets 2 attacks. Might not be great. What you call it? What's his name? Jomke. Jomke with refine, right? So I'm literally only going after units with their refines, right? Because if they don't have a refine, is really bad. It's really hard to use because you have to use those other skills. And remember, I talked about, like, if they don't have a refine, they have to use, like, you know, those other weapons. Rearmed heroes could change this to make them better, but yeah. The refines. So this guy is able to make a follow-up attack before they can counterattack if he has more speed. He has guaranteed follow-up greater than 3 speed. So Jomke could work, but his speed, yeah, look at that, like 32 speed. You really have to invest in, like, this 4-star, 5-star, like promoting him to 5-star to make him kind of work. Like, maybe you even have to use Phantom Speed. I'm not sure, right? But, like, some of these units, like, you have to put more investment into. Aversa, I would say, is pretty safe. She's okay. But, yeah, she would have problems accessing to a special. So you have to use, like, maybe Asker with Aversa, Change of Fate, Duocrom, so the special that goes down. You can have the Captain skill that lowers your cooldown. There's stuff that can lower your cooldown. Those are the 3 units I can think of with good refines in recent years. Delthea is going to have a refine, Fallen Delthea. So maybe she could be good. Ishtar's was okay, right? Oh my god. I can talk about FEH forever. That's why I should stop. Hold on. Oh wait, she's a 5-star unit, right? Yeah, 3 to 4-star units, huh? I think that's it. I don't think, in recent memory, a 3 to 4-star unit refine, right? That's good. I can't think of any right now. Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Anyway.